Hello everyone. I just realized I forget to turn on my avatar. 1 second. Um yeah, I know it's a little bit stupid. Um oh yeah. By the way, another stupid thing. Um um Sorry, I just hearing myself because I wanted to check sound and I think so okay, so let me stop. Um yeah. I don't know for some reason but this game didn't work in full screen and more OBS also for some reason don't see this game, so eventually I am just capturing my screen. But anyway, so hello, 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 hello. Good time of the day, everyone. I'm Sidival, and today we not continue, but we actually starting new visual novel, The Warmth Between Us. So it's because we finished reading World and Economica, episode 2 on previous stream, and I now want to read something short between second and third parts episodes as we did before between first and second part of the World and Economica science. Well, it is taking a lot of themes to read fully World and Economica and long no visual novels in general. And I think it's a good idea to check something new, something short. Um so yeah, and because of that, we're studying the warmth between us. I don't know anything about this game, anything at all. I pretty much just Google uh, good short short visual novels. Well, just find some Reddit topic, and some people was recommend this one amongst few hours, but eventually, yeah, I choose this one. Don't know why. Well, my eyes besides this one capture only one an hour visual novel, and um it was Planetarian, I believe. Um, yeah, and now visual novel, but I think I've seen a lot of um mention this one. Um, but I think this one a little longer. I think I actually didn't check. Um, but yeah, I think so because as I now checked the one between us, we should be able to finish in roughly 5 or 6 streams, I believe, or at least in one and only playlist with this game. What I'm find there was something around 6 streams. So yeah, um, I think we still probably gonna read Planetarium after we finish World and Economic because I am kinda interesting why people like also this visual novel. But well, I guess because it is from probably same after as Clanat. Well, I'm not sure, but I think it's like this. Maybe it's just from the same studio. Anyway, it's not visual novel what we're gonna read right now, so let's not waste time on it. So yeah, the one between us. Actually, speaking about this visual novel, I think um, I don't know why, but style of these characters, find it um, I feel like I've seen this style before. I'm not sure, maybe it's just a coincidence mm, or something, because this game is indie, I believe. Well, I actually not sure. I didn't really check. So yeah, let's waste more time. Um, Maybe not indie, but I think it's from some small developer. Actually, let me be careful with opening visual novels, even if it's on stream, and even if I um hiding such stuff. I think, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's actually just start reading and let's see what this visual novel gonna be about. I believe it didn't have um voices in this game. Huh? Um 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 okay, already seems confusing. At least we can see only 3 years here. So let's hope it's not gonna be as confusing as Bacana anime on which we right now make reactions. Um hmm, okay. So we starting in 2025, then I guess we're gonna have flashback, and then we're gonna return to the future. Anyway, let's start. Chapter 1. I hope it's not too loud and it's everything okay with sound. Hmm. Okay. Dot dot dot. 9. 9. 9. Is this a name? Sudden voice returns me to reality. Oh, is something wrong? Is something wrong? You weren't responding. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that strange website where you're just looking at. Just an ordinary gaming site. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just didn't get enough sleep. Is that so? Well, make sure you get plenty of rest during lunchtime. Understood. The manager told me to give you these documents. Like the hours, they have to be done before the new year. Okay, thanks for bringing them over. Bringing them over. Um, I was passing by. It was no bother. That's all for now. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Hmm. So, I guess our main charter is an office worker. No students, I guess. Well, we don't know about girl. But is she a student? It's gonna be a little bit sus. Well, if she came to the college, maybe it's okay. Anyway, we don't know anything right now. It is only until I see her back slowly disappear do I breathe a sigh of relief. Um, so is he introverted? Or is he was doing something sus? And now she my colleague, and we have the same job. She's still my senior. She helped me a lot when I first entered this company. I should pay more attention next time. Cannot space out like that again. What was on my mind just then? My question soon has in its answer. As I look at the documents in my hands, I again recall what happened earlier that morning. Okay, we started with flashback, or not. The manager wanted me to work on our next project, and this document contained the details. Filled div paragraph blocks and tedious separations. Everything must be done before the new year. Honestly, these tasks are becoming a little boring. Every now and then, I think about quitting my job. However, every time I get that idea, I recall how things were before I got this job and immediately recoil. After all, something did happen to me a while ago. That's why I'm so grateful that this company didn't reject me, despite my past. Something was 2 years ago. Instead, they hired me, bringing me one step closer to my dream. However, now it feels like I'm still so far away from achieving my dream. I wonder if this is the right path. Those are my feelings. Hmm. Hey, we have mail charters. Are you alright? Huh? You said it just now. Oh, did I? It's like performing a 10 pull gachi what, not even getting one decent reward. Okay. What do you think of such an analogy? Like he's my colleague and senior. Also, I report directly to him. He helped me a lot with my work, and we get along well. We're actually more like friends. Oh, I know. It's about that project the manager was talking about this morning. Yes. Good luck. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Keeps raising his eyebrows as he speaks. Immediately understand. It's the end of the month. He's probably near his quota. What kind of figurine is it this time? Magical girl? Oh, that's expensive. This won't end well if my wife finds out. Huh, a top with 5? I guess. But I guess people like this exist. Alright, I'll accept it for you. Yeah, thanks. One moment. Sorry, a little pause. Sorry for this. Anyway, let's continue. Don't we be more careful in case she overheard us? Is he mean wife? Yeah, probably. Anyway, relax. I made sure she went back to her seat before coming over. There won't be. Oh, so his colleague, what was before, is his wife? Ah, right. Here are the files. Alright. Before he should finish his sentence, she's already here. Is this what they call an event flag? Don't you feel make any sound while walking? No? I've always been like that. And why use a flash drive? No particular reason. I was on my way over. On your way over? Phone. You didn't pick up your phone. So sister called me instead. I'll talk to her now. Take your time. All of us watched as he picks up the phone and leaves. Looking at his back, I sense an incredibly strong feeling radiating from his body. A sense of fear, but also a warmth and happiness. Is that what they mean by a real man? What? I can't believe it. I'm not against him collecting figurines. But he's already past his limit. His room was filled with them the last time I looked. Haha. I'm not surprised that sister is limiting her purchases. Wait. Oh, is she his wife, sister? You're afraid that the living room will be flooded with figurines one day. Is that right? Right. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Oh, and here are the files. Do your best on the project. Alright, Lee. I'll get this done as soon as possible. Great. But what is project gonna be about? What they actually even doing here? Well, these don't look as the serious books. Is it some novels or manga? Are they doing some like visual novels or something? Conversation died down as lunchtime is almost over. The ambience of ordinary office life slowly returns. The continuous clicking sounds from keyboard is proof that everyone focusing again on their work. I actually like this atmosphere, since it forces me to concentrate fully on the work at hand. Considering the industry we're in, it might take people by surprise. I'm a game designer. Okay. With that passion, I fully put myself out there in a sea of dreams when I first started this job. However, with time gradually dulled my enthusiasm, as reality set in. More often, compromises must be made in the name of commercial viability and making a living. Perhaps children would be envious to have my job. However, reality isn't that simple. This job isn't as wonderful as they imagine it to be. Realistic consideration have to be weighted heavily. Was once such as a naive child. Connection. Is hmm? Is it was title drop or well I'm not sure. Well, developer is called Connection, but what about game? There is chances have another title. I'm mostly wondering because folder in Steam or I mean folder when a game is also called Connection. So maybe it's actual title of the game. Second. Huh? Okay. Um. Okay. Translator translate this title of this game as 10-day temperature. Well, I guess it's closer to the war between us than connections. Hmm. Anyway. Okay, let's finish up for today. I feel deeply satisfied after reviewing the project plan on one more time. I stand up, rotate my neck, and swing my arms, letting my stiff body regain some motion. I turn to look at the time. The clock indicates that it's 11. Isn't a little bit late for work? I didn't realize how late it was, as I already said goodnight to my colleagues. I guess he just mm, working more than necessary. Overworking? Hmm. As far as I can tell, no one else in the office. Since Friday. That comes as no surprise. It's unlike that anyone else would stay this late, having the weekend to look forward to. Maybe they can choose how much they want to work, or something like this. Huh. I was wondering because I have no idea how it can work. Like on all two of my works, it always was like a strict schedule, especially on my current work. Like I can't get late, I can't get your, I can't left earlier because it was tracked by um, it's okay, it's just tracked, just fixated in the computer when I use my cards and stuff like this. So, but I guess not all works like this. Anyway, okay, turning off the computer. I put my code, making sure that all the documents are in my bag before leaving the office. Okay. The titles. Uh, so before it was indeed just developer, I guess. Wow, it's so cold. Now that I think about it, it's almost the new year. The winter solstice is only a few days away. It always feels colder this time of year. I can even see my breath as a white layer of fog. My voice stiff and freezing, also feels cold. I hear my inner voice echoing from my heart, nagging me to make some personal changes. Perhaps because it's almost the new year, during this time I reflect deeply on myself. Nothing in my life has changed, and our year has gone by without any progress. Despite that, I'm barely holding on to my dream. All I'm doing is going around in circles. How can I take the new step forward? That doubt keep occupying my mind. For every player that reads my script, I want to give them a sense of warmth. How exactly can I do that? The night is filled with twinkling stars. The stars appear close to each other, but are really far away. The only constant is that they all shine brightly in this kernel called the universe. Maybe tomorrow they'll move closer to or far apart, or maybe a new star will appear and shine and sparkle so vividly. A tomorrow full of unknown possibilities means that nothing is defined in this world. That's why, don't be afraid to fail. It's better to do so now, while I still have the energy to bounce back. Don't waste a moment. Don't lose the opportunity to reflect. Even if the path ahead is dark, I still have to believe and move forward. Mm. Kinda feels too motivational for the start of the visual novel. Because usually you expect some struggles in the start and then some nice resolution. And these lines about future and moving forward, I don't know. It's like mostly feel for the end, as I already said, and it's at some point just something gonna happen, but gonna make believe them what this is false or something like this because again, kind of слишком sorry, too hopeful for the start. Um, for someone like me who has overcome the most grueling of or challenges, it shouldn't be a problem. Hmm. Or maybe it is because there gonna be some flashback in the future in the second part. Maybe because it's so helpful. Hopeful. I must keep trying to move forward. I have to look for the tiny crack and breakthrough. By the way, the second novel when we started when there's some mystery what happened in the past which we don't know and we probably not gonna learn for a while. And it seems like second novel shouldn't be a lot, but considering it's actually third one what we're reading right now on this channel, then it's kinda okay. Because in Tiny Snow, it also always was mentioned what something happened before, and we learn about what it was, I guess only on the end. Hmm. Anyway, mm, did I read this? I must keep trying to move forward. I had to look for that tiny crack and breathe through. Eventually, that flickering light in the distance will become a torch, my beacon. Here, the title drop, a bar between us. Me? Yay! Or maybe not. Oh, no openings. Uh, I, I guess I should click. Yep. Hmm. It's a brand new week. That's a work hour time on Friday. I should be able to finish the project during my normal work hours. I know the satisfaction at my time management skills. Assuming there are no accidents. After all, in this industry, expected events can happen. I could be given a sudden deadline. Okay, I'll deal with it if that happens. Anyway, I should be able to get off work at my usual time, and then I can go and focus on my goal. During the weekend, I made progress. Now, all that's left is the ending. Okay, so he is working on his game. I think it's probably a visual novel. Science. He was talking about script before. And also since he working on his own, I guess indie developers, single developers also can do some action game or something, but usually in games like this they don't really care about story or script. It's more about gameplay, so yeah, I think it's probably something like visual novel. Hmm. Oh, morning. 9:30 on the dot. Same as usual, huh? Why think 9 is a nickname? The MRT has a fixed schedule. I can't help by come at this time. MRT. Um, okay. There is. I start checking because first to get in my mind it's magnetic resonance tomography, which actually same in English and Russian in abbreviation. So this is why I was thinking about this. But I guess it was mass rapid transit. Hmm. Oh, you still need me to pick it up. Of course, I must have the limited edition. As he finished speaking, he looked towards her seat in the body. She isn't here yet. You, I can't on you. I'll go to your place and pick it up in a few days. No problem. However, you know that sooner or later she's going to find out, right? Relax. That won't be a problem. After all, this time of year is the best time to pursue her. Soon, it is night. Time sure flies when you concentrate on work. Most of my colleagues have already left the office. Good night. I'm going to leave now. Almost, so someone is still here. Ah, here. Him. Oh, good night. Take care. See you tomorrow. After being for a while to my colleagues, I leave the office. As I do so, I hear them talking about Christmas. That's when it dawns on me that Christmas really is the best time to pursue her. Okay, then I had better step off. Speaking of Christmas, I've never done anything special on that day. During this time, I only care about the limited events on my favorite games. Ah, I should set aside these doubts and not get distracted. I pack up my belongings and leave the building. The stars appears to be even more visible tonight. It looks like we'll have good weather for the new year. It would be even better if it was just a little warmer. Today, I will execute my goal. Hmm? Okay, let's go. Stretch my body on the oven. After taking a deep breath and relaxing my muscles, I begin my walk to the MRT. So yeah, I guess it is mass rapid transit. 8 o'clock. I arrive at Ximen- Ximending. Ximending is the most popular commercial district in Taipei. It's always crowded. Even during this cold winter season, it's still crowded. The coast chatter is accompanied by sweet and savory aromas emerging from the food stalls, which helps me to relax. This area is also close to home, taking only 10 minutes by bike. Alright, now then, should get something to eat first. On this cold night, with the various aromas taking my senses, I can't take it anymore. Whenever I come to Ximending, the most important goal is to look for delicious treats. Actually, let me check how it's pronounced. Mm, not sure. At the very least, I'll never pass up on the chance for my tongue to experience happiness. I quote hungry body, approach this food paradise. Is this where we gonna meet our main heroine? However, that anticipated happiness soon disappears. I totally underestimated the size of the crowd. It's 8 o'clock, and all the restaurants are busy. It will take 10 or more minutes of waiting. It was really casted magic, as there is more people than usual. If I have to wait in line, that won't do. I don't like waiting. What should I do then? If I want something to eat, the answer is simple. I could buy something from a food stall. It wouldn't matter how long it takes to find a nice place. The most important thing is that the food must be delicious. The food should be fulfilling and satisfying. That's when I see a familiar icon. See the image of fluffy, red, curly-haired, red-nosed figure, the representative of this food chain. Most importantly, I see that seats are still available. In Rome, this place offers delicious food. It can, but it can be considered poisonous too. Huh? Delicious poisonous food? And fully knowing what it does to your body, you still want to eat. Eat it like there is no tomorrow. Ah, fast food. For people like me, who work overtime, we need to eat efficiently. That's why I regularly visit this place, and I never get tired of doing so. Taking that first bite of fried chicken, sipping with that soda, they're delicacies from heaven. If this isn't poison, then what is? Because of these foods and drinks, I've gotten a little badger. And thought I see a new advertisement at the door, and tell myself that I shouldn't eat here. It's better for the sake of my health. I fully understand him. I also know what fast food really unhealthy, but I also struggle to resist urge to eat it. Uh, and why he's remind me about this? I now want fast food, and I know that I don't shouldn't order fast food because I already uh, became heavier on at least few kilograms in last months, which I really don't like. Not happy, especially since I bought treadmill no long ago, but because I constantly am eating unhealthy food, I just became even fatter when I was before treadmill. Well, not like treadmill even connected to this. It's just a little bit frustrating. Anyway, grab your burger, set, and extra fried chicken breast. Enjoy! Quietly walk over to a window seat after getting my order. I definitely didn't intend to get newly advertisements at meal. It was only after some thinking that the pros outweighed the cons. It wasn't just for superficial reasons, like it's too cold so it's better to eat indoors. I can make progress with my goal here. While one hand reaches for a laptop in my bag, the other hand holds the burger and I begin to eat. Whenever I have free time, I come here to work on my plan, working on my game script. In other words, I'm writing a story, creating a whole new world, and immersing my readers into that environment brings me joy. This I started when I used to play RPGs as a child. Oh, so is he actually doing RPG? I guess it's also something what can be done by a indie developer. Is it something not really complicated? I thought I was very young. The charter interaction made a huge impression on me. I remember crying over a charter death, which made me sad for a very long time. At the time, my parents were confused. I thought I'd been bullied or something terrible had happened. It wasn't until after they comforted me that they found out. Then, they ended up scolding me heavily. I'll never forget that feeling when I got immersed in a deeply touching story. Since then, I've been working towards the same goal to create a world that will touch the hearts of my readers. That's why I come to experimenting to write my story whenever I have free time. Despite having finished a few stories and gaining some recognition online, they're not anything special. They're pretty ordinary stories. I need to practice writing, reading, and thinking more. When did I choose such a noisy environment to work on my story? Oh ho ho, that's my secret. I'm sure I'm not the only one to have encountered such a situation. Then you stuck, you usually listen to music, play games, or even watch movies as source of inspiration. However, that isn't that I do. I prefer watching people. I know that might be a strange hobby. Find myself unintentionally staring at a little girl for too long, it might not end well. Huh. I do want to make it very clear that I am not a lolicon. Okay? To blend in, I'll go to crowded places and observe passerby. Each person has their own story, which is told their appearances and their company. Of course, this doesn't apply to everyone, but for me, this is how I best get inspiration. Usually, I'll sit outside on a bench. My senses are awake, helping me to find inspiration. Like that family of three happily leaving the restaurant. Like two sisters who have finished their shopping, heading home. The hungry students heading towards the stalls. Or the office worker leaving the MRT looking for their lover. People make their fate, creating their own stories. That's how I find inspiration. Today, though, I'm sitting inside because it's cold. It's different looking out through the window. I'm really enjoying this feeling. Once you have that cup of tea, you can't just watch people walk by for the whole day. Fire up your laptop and open the dock. Continue the file you weren't previously working on. Observe people. I'm writing their stories. It doesn't take long before I see someone who stands out. A girl is sitting outside on a bench. Is this gonna be a main heroine? It's more like she's been sitting there since I went inside the restaurant. Reading a book, which I find strange. Hey, it is. On such a cold and chilly night, with the streets crowded, she's sitting alone, reading a book. Despite that, despite that it's dark, the streetlights give off plenty of light, but something still doesn't feel right. That's when I begin piecing together her story, going from A to B, and then to B to C, then going back to A. I'm deep in thought, unable to avert my eyes from that girl. Mm, it's. I can imagine it's probably look a little bit creepy for an our people. Her black hair shines beautifully, and her posture conveys a unique temperament. Without, without she wearing a woolen coat, I can see that she has a slim figure. Her blue jeans complemented her tall, slender figure. For a moment, I thought she was a pop star. Unfortunately, because of this window, I can't probably observe her. She gone nuts? It's frozen, like a statue. Her posture has stayed the same the entire time I've been watching her. Looking at her book, I'm guessing that it's a light novel. I don't drive to figure out that kind of book she's reading. I can't tell. She'd have to tell me herself. After all, the book has a blank white cover. Um, why hide its cover? Is it not meant to read in public? Is it a diary, light novel, or an adult novel? Immediately, I tossed these ideas aside. She wouldn't even take it out in public if it was embarrassing. Well, there is different peoples. So, some people just don't care about and our peoples and what they think. And I think it's totally normal. Not to mention that there would be some misunderstanding. I don't know how long I've been watching her. And the burger and fried chicken I had was no longer in front of me. Oh, she finally moving. She closed her book, stands up and stretches her back. Can hear, I can hear her relaxing her muscles and out this, even through this piece of glass. Thanks to her, I finally had some inspiration. A cold, distant, mysterious girl who loves to read. This is my initial impression of her. Also, her appearance would be perfect for the new character of the story I have in mind. Did she notice him? I, I am, I am imagining things, or her eyes moved. Oh, did our eyes meet? I immediately look away, but only because she was looking at me. It can be. Pretend to be calm. I thought I'm looking at her. My eyes dart around aimlessly. Slowly, my vision focused again on her. Curiosity killed the cat, and, and my immediate thought is that I'm in trouble. Immediately, my head moves. Yes, I lowered my head. She is definitely looking at me. And with these movements, he definitely make himself even more suspicious. Oh, now she definitely looks like a some sort of bird. Immediately, I feel embarrassed. If someone was watching, they'd see my blushing face. Well, she is watching. Because of that, it's no longer feels chilly. Eh, I've been staring for too long. Probably look suspicious. Pretend I thought nothing happened and stuffed myself with a few French fries before looking up again. As I look out the window, she's no longer here. There. Um, is this a just what she get inside? I'm not surprised. I wouldn't have been comfortable if someone was staring at me like that. However, this sudden turn of events is stirring up many emotions. I feel like I could come up with a good plot. I thought I feel bad for her. Getting inspired like this make me happy. Phew, I guess not. For the next 10 minutes or so, my fingers keep working on the laptop. The keys making a continuous clicking sound. During that time, customers continue to enter and leave. I can clearly hear their conversation and from the people at the counter. No wonder it's a popular fast food chain. There are always so many customers. I find this to be a source of inspiration. Or maybe she is. Get inside. Here, your medium French fries and hot black tea, miss. Enjoy. I continue to hear words from my surroundings. Maybe if I can slowly take them in, I can come up with a whole new experience. Alright, what's going to happen in the next scene? Suddenly, Someone tapped slightly on my left shoulder. I turned my head towards the left, but then I hear a voice on my right. Then there is the sound of something being placed on the table, and I hear a woman's voice. Excuse me, is anyone sitting there? Usually, this only happens between people who aren't strangers, and I done this a few times myself. Can joke around a bit, but the point is that you are already familiar with that person. However, then it's a stranger, you can't help but feel dismayed. Because you don't know that person limits, it can be easy to get into arguments. This woman indeed is a total stranger. However, I don't feel any dismay or irritation, instead, I feel guilty. She's the girl I was staring at earlier. Well, she is brave to go and speak with person who was staring on her. Like, what if he, I don't know, some sort of stalker or just strange person? Is there a problem? No, no problem. Is that so? Then I'll just sit here. But she's already sitting down. Shouldn't she have waited for my reply first? Besides, there are plenty of our empty seats. Is there something on your mind? Ah, no, not really. I see. She turns away from me, eating her french fries and drinking her black tea. She's steadier, she's steadier and calmer than I expected. Her posture conveys a cold, aloof aura. Initially, I thought she was a 90-year-old university student. However, I don't think that's the case. She is a girl, but she isn't a mature woman either. Yes, she is in that ambiguous place. She isn't an adolescent, but she hasn't yet reached that age of maturity. Someone told me that she has been a prom queen or model in high school. I would have believed them. Of course, I could see her as an ice queen. Anyway, I think she's around my age. Well, at least it's not sus. However, she appears to have dark circles under her eyes, but they don't make her any less beautiful. They make her icy, full temperament even more powerful. Oh, is there something else? No. I immediately focused my eyes on my screen. I stared at her for too long, and she called me out on it. I hadn't felt this embarrassed in a very long time. I still remember the first time I felt embarrassed. It was when I had to be on stage. Hmm? I should stop. I'm recalling a memory I'd rather forget. Is that a novel? There, the words on your screen. That your writing looks interesting. Unfortunately, I minimized the document on my computer. Ah, it's not a novel. Oh, is it a script? Don't look at me like that. I'm quite familiar with scripts. What do you mean? Can I read it? No? Really? Is it just my imagination? She seemed a bit disappointed. Or perhaps I didn't say something I should have? That makes sense, considering that she was the one who approached me and started this conversation. I panicked and missed my chance, but I can still restfully rectify this situation. Wait, I don't know this word. A second. Rectify, okay. Can still rectify this situation. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? Well, because... Oh, that I want to say is a bit embarrassing. Feels like being caught red-handed for doing something bad. Sorry for staring at you earlier. I didn't mean to. Please forgive me. When I think about it, this was a very minor thing. I shouldn't be apologized for it. I was only staring at her. I didn't do anything to her. I was only looking because I was curious. I keep telling myself that I wasn't in the wrong, not to mention that I already apologized. Hmm, maybe I just feel bad making something uncomfortable. Oh, did that happen? Eh? I see. So that's why you're apologizing. Wait, if that wasn't it, then why are you speaking with me? I know I'm not handsome, or anywhere close to it. Oh, is that so? Look, I haven't our eyes meet twice already. But you looked away so quickly. Out of curiosity, I decided to come over and have a better look. But you didn't seem to notice. Since you're admitting your wrongdoing, shouldn't you be making it up to me? At that moment, a thought occurs to me. Am I being led on? You look confused. I'm just kidding. I wasn't serious, sorry. You can read it, but please don't expect too much. Oh? Immediately, I regret it. I regret what I just said. You can read it. Who am I? A famous after? Not to mention that she is a stranger. A total stranger. Where did I find the courage to say those words? No, maybe it wasn't courage. It was intuition. The word just came out of my mouth without any thought. It was her expression that caught my eye. It was only for that second that I felt like she was hiding something from me. Then her eyes widened. Can I really read it? It looks like she can't believe I gave my permission. It's understandable, considering that I can't believe it either. It's just a script. If you're looking for a good essay or novel, you'll probably be disappointed. After all, it's just writing. Compared to paintings or music that are more easily expressed, words are harder to appreciate. Also, it's just a script, a very simple way of expressing oneself with words. Ok, that's fine with me. I already told you, I'm also familiar with scripts. That sounds suspicious. Should I take back my words? However, already opening the folder with the documents and pushing the laptop towards her. She looks at the list of files for a bit before opening the document called Prologue. Now that I think about it, this is my first time sharing my work with a stranger. There may be online have review my work. Having someone in person read it is embarrassing. I hope she doesn't laugh at the over-the-top content. After all, I have a fragile heart. It's only been half an hour, but it feels like twice that amount of time has passed. I watched the passerby from the without while I eat my cold, remaining French fries. At the same time, I can hear the sound of the keyboard clicking in a regular rhythm. My heart can help beating more quickly. I do want someone in person offering feedback. Might not favorable feedback, but I can at least benefit from it. Is this script for a game? Yes, it is. No wonder I'm able to imagine the scenes as they unfold. But she takes out a packet of tissues from her coat pocket. She pulls out a few tissues and turns her head to the side. I'm sorry. When the weather is like this, my nose feels itchy. Sensitive? It's nothing. She then quickly faces me. I should wait for her to say something. So why this lengthy pause? It's getting late. It's already 10. You probably have to work tomorrow. Yes, I'm not a student. Aha, I can tell. You don't look that young. Is that a compliment towards my maturity? Sure. Well, let's call it a day. Good night. So she not gonna say anything? Or she planning to meet with him after this? Eh? That's it? And she leaves, and I stare at her in bewilderment as she takes away her tray. This is bad. I didn't expect this reaction. Yet the cold shoulder is worse than getting louder at or receiving harsh criticism. Can't even hear my heart shattering. Is it really that bad? Sigh deeply. At least I know I'm still not good enough. And I was quite confident about my abilities. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. Hear her voice again, staying behind me. Sorry, did I startle you? Weren't you just leaving? I was only putting my tray away. Just wanted to tell you. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. Man of maturity. Huh. Tomorrow? Sorry. Tomorrow? What do you mean by that? Why? That's it. Good night. This is interesting chapter. Quickly heads out, linked no trace. Like a wild wind, she suddenly approached me for a chat, and Link on her own terms. I have no idea what just happened. And thought I didn't do much, I feel more tired than usual. However, there's one thing I was wrong about. She isn't the cold icy type. Maybe more like arrogant, devilish type. Her personality doesn't match her appearance at all. But, staring at my laptop and recalling her reaction, I can't help but feel disappointed. I still have a lot to improve. I'll take a few ups and downs before I can grow as a writer. However, even if I fail, as long as I accept the reality, I can improve and become better. That's what I always thought. I can't give up now. Anyway, the script is almost complete. I should start thinking about my next script. That should be the ending for this story. What emotions did I pour into it all the time? An ending that never was a quiet ending, as if nothing ever happened. A calm, peaceful ending. It appears that it's really difficult to put into the words the mood I want to convey. However, I know that I have to take that step. Taking the first step to the ending, I definitely faced lots of frustration before I could get there. I'll think about it on my way home. I turn off my laptop, put away my tray, and get ready to leave. Tomorrow, I should feel refreshed and work hard. A lot of work needs to be done. Is he gonna get back here? Anyway, I think this is a place when I want to stop. Mm, or okay, I guess I want to read until the next day. So let's actually also read this one. Or yeah, anyway, yeah, let's read it. This is a land blessed by nature, wrapped in a blossoming green. In spring, the hills are covered with flowers, and the refreshing breeze awakens the mind and souls. And so, I guess his game? In summer, the land is blessed by nature for all to enjoy. There are both magnificent waterfalls and bubbling rivers, proof of nature's work. In autumn, the interwoven foliage is so vivid and rich, like being in the middle of Earth's playground. And winter brings forward a sea of white, giving the world a sense of peace. This is what the land like, a land of seasons, blessed by nature. This little girl still remembered that one moment in spring, when she was standing beside her grandma across a field of blowing flowers, bidding farewell to her flower. She tried hard to hold back her tears. She kept a tight grip on her grandma's gentle hand, watching as the figure of her flower slowly faded into the horizon. She set a goal for herself. She would follow her father's example, to be a strong but gentle person. Everyone in town trusted her power. He brought happiness and laughter and helped to solve the problems around him. Also, the girl admired him as a father. The grandma was proud of him as her son. He always believed in himself and marched forward towards his goal. He never wavered, and then facing obstacles. That's when she wanted to become like her father, to follow in his footsteps, to ease their pain, listen to their worries, and spread happiness to everyone. That genuine expression on his face was deeply engraved in this girl's heart. The girl opened her eyes, remembered that spring from 6 years ago, the last time that she saw her father. Mm. Now it's spring again, the season of blossoming green. Having comprehended her lessons for the day in the city, the girl takes a carriage and returns to her beautiful little town. The person to greet her is the girl's remaining relative. Grandma, I'm home. Hmm, well, I guessing it is the game. I just don't exactly understand what this game about. It was is it was start of the game, his game, or it was actually the ending. Hmm, like maybe it was game about her father, and like ending from his daughter. I guess we probably gonna learn in the future, but yeah, for now, let's stop as I wanted. We save here this one. Yeah. Um, Fantasy World. Sure. Can we go to the title screen? No. Um. mm, um, yeah, it's all for today. I know it's a little bit short stream eventually, but definitely not shorter side. But I think it's okay for the first stream for this game. I just feel a little bit struggling for reading with reading, which yeah, I hope somehow gonna be better next time. Not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but yeah, so far it was interesting. So we're gonna continue on the next week, obviously. But for now, goodbye. Have a nice day.